Kunji, Nairobi County.
And former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko suffered another blow Monday after the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission revoked his clearance to vie for the Mombasa gubernatorial contest. Mombasa County Returning Officer Swalha Ibrahim Yusuf, in a statement, said that the commission made the resolution in line with the lack of an appeal following the Supreme Court's determination that upheld his impeachment by the Nairobi County Assembly. However, Sonko has protested the IEBC move and has since applied for a review of the Supreme Court decision. This as he filed a protest with the East African Court of Justice, decrying the violation of his rights. Chemutai Goin with the details.
The plot over Sonko's bid to be the second governor of Mombasa County continued to thicken as the polls body IEBC revoked his clearance following a Supreme Court decision that affirmed that the former Nairobi governor could not hold public office since he had been impeached by the Nairobi County Assembly. A letter communicating the decision by the Mombasa County Returning Officer Swalha Ibrahim Yusuf, released earlier today, stated, and I quote, "You are therefore disqualified from holding any public office and thus disqualified from contesting and being elected as Governor Mombasa County or any other county. Your candidature is invalidated and your certificate revoked." End quote. The returning officer further stating that, quote, "The main ground as to why the High Court allowed your registration as a candidate was the presence of the appeal in the Supreme Court, considering the fact that the Supreme Court is the apex court in terms of judicial hierarchy. There can be no other appeal, and in fact, there is none presently." End quote. But the governor has challenged the decision, saying IEBC erred since he had not explored all avenues of appeal or review. Midnight Sunday, Sonko, through his lawyers, filed for a review of the judgment of the 7-judge Supreme Court bench, citing that he had not been granted sufficient time to table evidence in his bid to have Chief Justice Martha Koome recused from the case, claiming she had pronounced herself on the matter way before it was determined. He further questions the integrity of the decision of the 3-judge bench who upheld his impeachment, since one of the judges, Said Chitembwe, is battling a misconduct case after being linked to bribery and corruption-related accusations.
The speed at which the Supreme Court decided this matter was purely for politics to stop Governor Sonko from being in the ballot. He reads malice. He reads political machinations. He reads a lot of forgery and a lot of issues within that decision.
Already, the Supreme Court has acknowledged receipt of Sonko's prayers and has given the petitioner 7 days to serve the respondents before the matter comes up for mention on 25th this month.
If there is anybody whose rights have been violated completely, is one Governor Sonko. The decision of the Supreme Court, if it is upheld, it is a permanent imprisonment for Sonko that he can never hold any public office till he dies. Probably he can go to get another public office in heaven. Destroying one's career permanently. Governor Sonko does not know any other profession other than the profession of politics.
Sonko has widened his net, moving to the East African Court of Justice to petition the court on grounds that his human rights and right to fair hearing had been violated. Among his prayers were for the East African Court of Justice to issue conservatory orders staying the execution and enforcement of the Supreme Court decision.
Senior counsel, Her Excellency Mother Karua, when aggrieved with the decision of the Supreme Court because of not being a fair hearing, went to the East African Court of Justice, and the Supreme Court, by extension, the Kenyan government was found to have flouted the fundamental human rights of Mother Karua. Therefore, we have a president, and that is why we are going to that direction.
The East African Court of Justice has since given the Attorney General 45 days to respond over the matter, or the court will proceed with its hearing.
I'm holding here the Constitution in Braille.
Meanwhile, presidential hopeful Reuben Kigame got a reprieve after the High Court ordered IEBC to consider his papers for review and subsequent approval. Justice Anthony Mrima noted that Kigame's rights had been violated after IEBC locked him out of the contest. While dismissing him, IEBC stated that Kigame had not met the threshold for clearance. Whether Kigame will be on the ballot is a matter IEBC will decide. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
And Kenya and Seychelles have signed 10 agreements